from the combo in the mid lane. Finds Ana. Now Ghost to follow it up. He's pretty low here, and Elder tightens up. May allow him to disengage safely. Will he make it out? Not going to happen. They even forced the Jerax TP, but it's all for naught. He can get a little experience, but VG Gaming, they've been roaming a lot. They are getting great farm on S4, who had an easy 1v1 against the Slardar.
Here we go top.
And they are going to try to make that move you mentioned. They want to gank him, but backup is already inbound. Elder Titan getting into position. The Omni Slash there, and with the amp damage, unable to get off the Berserker's call because of that arrow from FY. Prevented any sort of escape, and now they move on to Jerax. VG Gaming finding the openings. Will they get any sort of follow-up bash here? Yang, no, not going to happen.
Oh, he didn't TP the Fountain. He TP'd outside. The Shadow Poison was still on him. He might still die even detecting it from an axe, and then TB just comes along, ruins his day.
Goodbye Tower, but maybe goodbye Ana as well, and this time the chain stun is perfect as Yang combos with F1.
Dazzle going to look to turn this one around. It looks like S4 will survive the Blink Crush initiation. They may turn this one around.
Oh, good Earth Splitter coming through. FY, he was slept, and now he's done for. Disruption a bit too late, it looks like. And now on to Yang. Ana's going to find 1, 2, make it 3 kills. He gets credit for 2 of them officially, and it's the 3.
He's going to hit an arrow, but he's got to be careful. He's been caught out of it.
Gets the blink call, and now Ana balls in from behind. Now the follow-up, the pull through. Good defensive disruption, but Ana, he can just lay down a Remnant here, look to finish him off, and even through the Moonlight Shadow, they will find the kill. OG, a nice pick there. The tower now down. That's 5 towers. As they can zero in on their 6. And meanwhile, top lane, again, the blink calls. It's S4 with the blade now. Solo killing and CYF. Oh, they didn't even need a plus hooked, and they will be ready to greet them. They show only the storm for now, and they creep in. Astral Spirit can allow for the backstab if they want to go for this, but instead it's the crush to initiate on the Jerax. Song, follow-up, arrow coming through. The Song not quite right there as he backed away before the arrow connected. Omni Slash, though, will still finish off Jerax. And now the fight breaks out in earnest. Falling in on the Ghost. Can they bring down the Naga? She squirms away to the north. It's not going to happen. She falls in DDC. Likely to be next. Pummeled by nukes from Ana, and he too will fall. So 2 for 1 with the Song expended. And Storm now up to 15 Bloodstone. Harder to time it perfectly with the sidestep as opposed to the just toggle on and off. So a little greedier, I would say, for the Naga. It doesn't work out there. FY now getting balled on, pulled back in. Can Ana finish him? Not quite. He jumps out and away, and S4 re-engages, gives the dunk to FY, slamming him down. And Yang now looking to chase to counterplay this. Has the blink available soon, but currently affected by an urn by his side. Prepared to bodyguard or initiate as the situation requires, but it's just the Storm who goes in first with a quick jump onto Yang, gets off the silence. He does manage to blink back. The Song is committed to keep Yang in fighting shape. Do they look to turn this? They have not brought the Aegis down. They have not dealt with No Tail. So now the Song's been committed for very little, just a spot of mana from Ana. And OG took to work on this melee Rax. S4 there. The Radiant Solutions are a bit of a nuisance as they jump in with Yang to initiate blinking and then forcing away. Gets off the crush, but can't do a whole lot to slow this push down. Now, Ana going hard, straight onto DDC, looking for the kill. Will end up finding it together with the axe, and now they already brought down the melee Rax. They look for a bit more. Jerax getting up the stomp low, but not dead yet. The Grape comes through from Fly to keep him alive, and Yang, he will give chase. The crush, that's on 3. Pretty damn good, but do they have the follow-up? No, the counter initiation from S4 holds Ghost in position, keeps that Lady Naga in check, and brings her down in the end, and will unveil the Omni Slash and finally gets the kill. It's only the little Dazzle, though. He will pay. Yang again with the crush, again on 3, but no follow-up coming through just yet. Ghost, he has rejoined the fight here. Had to buy back for this. They've already lost the melee Rex. They won't even get through the Aegis, let alone get a core kill, and that's it, gods. Disastrous for Vici. Meanwhile, Ana, he's remembered what items to buy on his Storm, and he takes full advantage of them. Finds another kill. Shiva's, I believe, flying in on the courier right now. Indeed it is, as OG continue to cruise forward in game 1. Vici looking completely outgunned. The arrow comes through. It's again a nice snipe, but is it going to be enough? Doesn't seem like there's follow-up just yet. FY has the Ags now. And you know, we've seen so many games, gods, especially at TI, where that like 20-minute Ags on a Mirana support just completely turned the game. But is it going to be enough here? It's 31 minutes in. OG a whole lot tankier. FY will look to debut it, jumping onto No Tail, brings him low, but can't finish him off. And No Tail in the end survives. The GG quickly called. VG Gaming will tap out. They have been outgunned, outmanned, and outplayed here in game number 1.
Well, OG, very solid stuff here. This is just... I mean, this is in a lot of ways like a classic OG.
Even in their opening match, they have not really done anything to dissuade me of that impression moving forward. We've seen great individual play, gods, but it has not felt like a consistent, coherent team with like a clear game plan for match.
Yeah, we'll see if FY's got a game 2 plan. It's one of those things where VG Gaming, when they've won, it looks like it's been really impressive. Then some of the games where they've fallen short, it's been like, they kind of just... It's definitely worth it to hope for a bounty room because you get so much gold from it as an ALK. Top lane, jeez, this may actually be kills. Another torrent.
Oh, it's a 2-man special. VG Gaming getting to work. Yeah, maybe he gets denied and doesn't win the lane, but if you want to level up the Earthshock, you can at least collect a decent number of creeps, and now they're going to bring the supports in to help.
It's a tri-lane. It's a tri-lane
mid. Let's go. They're going to X, forward to follow, and Big Daddy, well, he's crying for Daddy right now. He gets him. And now, meanwhile, top lane moving in. They've got the torrent. The follow-up can come through in the form of the Firefly. And as you said, there is nothing an AA can do. This is why we generally see the Alki in the safe lane, or sorry, in the mid lane, so he's not so easy to gank and doesn't have to deal with this kind of pressure as they now chase forward, looking to try and make the move here onto Fly, and they get a perfect flame break. The follow-up torrent can come through in a couple of seconds. They will give up the chase, but they can turn back, hoping that they'll come in, and in fact, VG Gaming have cooperated, but can they find a kill on the way out? The Plasma Field coming through. Looks like the Ursa will drop. Shallow Grave is not yet skilled. Already a level 3 Dazzle, but no points in the grave, so not able to save. He's on to the Razor, dragging him under the tower. Already a Gambit, a great win for OG. Huskar forced to buy back, and they all scramble away to safety, even committing a smoke to try and move down to the bottom lane, which will come up all blank. So overall, OG hugely satisfied with that.
Yeah, the Huskar buyback and everything. I mean, this is...
we've seen a lot of this out of Ghost
while
God.
This is all going on, but they are going to wrap
this here. With the Ice Blast on cooldown, Huskar can play a lot more aggressively, and they will muscle their way straight through... sorry, did I say Fly? I mean, Jerax on that Oracle. We'll bring him down. Meanwhile, S4 lurking in the trees. And Mr. Fake Name is going to be extremely dead here. Tries for the 2-hero burrow. Good play by him. Still he'll fall, and see you later, Huskar. A dieback for him, out of the game for 50 seconds. He'll get to think long and hard about whether that buyback was truly worth it. They do get the tower, but it comes at great cost.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose Huskar like this. That's like their big hero that they kind of want to have. So I guess Ursa's kind of in a similar boat where you want this hero to just find kills, get a bit out of control, and Ursa will have his Blink Dagger, but Huskar dying as he is, and they're not finding the kills on the Alchemist. Alchemist is farming Ancient Stacks with Acid Spray and Grieval's Greed. This is looking just like an Alchemist that's gone a bit too unchecked, and VG Gaming, it's not that they haven't tried to find those kills, it's just they've never been.
Another death for him, but they're not ganking the Alchemist. I suppose that's the one piece of good news for OG. Still,
yeah, it is rough games for Huskar. It's been a rough game for No Tail.
It's the haves and have-nots, and on the back of that, VG Gaming, maybe towards the Roche pit. No, they want the tier 1 mid first. Huskar sieging it out, Ghost up in front. He'll be joined here momentarily by End, who has completed the blink. We saw that debuted, and back to the Roche he goes. So they've got 2 heroes that are great at killing Roche, and they will look to use it with the Ice Blast cooling down. But I think it'll be up before they complete this.
And you can take Roche while pushing a tier 1 tower. Very, very nifty, but like you say, the Ice Blast coming up and Fly, he's throwing it. They may be able to contest this one.
No blink on Sandkeeper. This Ice Blast is really going to hurt. It hits 4 heroes. They will have to wait it out. And meanwhile, they're going to try to punish this elsewhere as Kunkka gets caught on. Epicenter coming through, but a good grave from DDC. Turn the tide to this fight. Huskar just mans up, jumps right in, and into the Bat Riders waiting arms. They will go try to focus down the Alchemist. The time being, Oracle's been able to keep him alive. Gets off that armlet toggle, but is it going to be enough? He's pulled back into the waiting arms of the Fire Spears. They'll bring him down. So Alk finally hits the deck after sticking around for most of the game up until now. And it's in the end an excellent coup for VG. Surviving, Ursa limping out. I think the Bat Rider at the very least
dead.
ticks
Ursa,
down.
I think, is dead also.
Ursa, the double
dead.
Kill from Fly. And now Kunkka gonna take a free fountain trip home and
Roche is so low.
Think about how sad this fight is. I can't believe it, but Fly is actually winning them the Roche fight after not getting any kills with the first Ice Blast. The second one does the trick. That said, though, now there's no Ice Blast, and Huskar wants to go back in. Boat crashing through is going to connect, brings down the Sandkey to S4. Still, they hold the Huskar in position. He is surviving for the time being. They've got a grave available. Dazzle can't get it off, even on himself. The courier almost dies in the midst of this, trying to deliver that Dragon Lance. Will manage to do so, but now FY, he's going to pay more of a dog than a god in this one, and 4 have fallen. It's up to Huskar. He tries to man up. Ghost, he's been called a fantastic pub star. Can he do it 1v4? No siree. He'll make it a complete 5-man wipe, and an Aegis thrown away. Disaster at the pit. A celebratory self-stun from Ana.
That's
to round
just
things out.
bloody disaster. The Ice Blast there, it's crazy because VG Gaming like win that first fight when they all get Ice Blast in the pit because there's a fight where Ice Blast is down. Like once you've been hit by the Ice Blast and then the fight breaks out after the Ice Blast wears off, VG Gaming were actually fine even though they were down to half HP. Husker does fine. He doesn't care if he's low HP as long as he's.
They're gonna have to commit a lasso if they want this kill. Oracle has already used the false promise, so they're able to at least keep S4 in check. Under the tree line for now, a follow-up X coming through onto that Oracle, but still the heals are keeping the Sand King alive. Someone finish him off for VG Gaming. They finally will, but a 2-hero Alk stun crashes in. Grave is there on the Huskar. Used relatively early. He can armlet toggle back on if he wants to go, but Alk has the Radiance now. The evasion could be a problem. So they, at long last, get a clean fight. Well, it wasn't clean in execution maybe, but was clean in terms of the results. Still, Alchemist hasn't really died enough, gods. He is way up there when it comes to net worth.
I mean, Alchemist is doing incredible, but I'm still concerned for OG just because I look around, I'm like, they still haven't got a Sand King blink. Sand King, let's talk about No-Tail having a rough game.
It's going to wear off, and he will be dropping momentarily. Pops in the end as the Razor moves forward, looking for a follow-up kill. No-Tail surging after DDC. Can he get in range of that Dazzle? Needs like 2-3 more auto attacks. We'll only get one. So DDC will escape and live to fight another day, but Huskar with 5 deaths feels like he's... I mean, I do feel like they can deal with an Alkin of vacuum gods like Ursa as well as Huskar. Not too shabby, especially the Ursa, but with this many deaths on the Huskar, you do start to wonder.
Yeah, this is starting to get a bit out of control, and that's only kind of the saving grace is when you look at the other side and you're like, oh, well, Razor's not really doing all too well. Now the Sand King, they're probably thinking like, yeah, we've had a bad game on a lot of our cores, but they're also going to find an Alchemist kill. That really kind of helps fix some of the problems for VG Gaming right now, but they look at S4 and still see no Blink Dagger 90 minutes, and they're probably thinking, okay, OG can't really play aggressive and create space for Alchemist without that Blink Dagger, and that makes life a whole lot easier.
So they have gone for triple Force Staff and double Blink Dagger here on VG Gaming. Even Ursa grabbing a Force. This is just all about being able to chase and hunt OG around the map. They do not want to just be trading farm. And this will
force off great against the Razor static link, so I guess that's one of the big reasons there. But bottom lane, where's the Ice Blast? It's coming in. Husker. Uh-oh.
Not again. They're going to try to keep him alive here. The Ice Blast connects Epicenter, that 4-step to bring him back to safety. The boat deployed. FY with the save, and they can look to turn this around if OG stay. But OG will back away.
Well played, FY. That 4-stop. Much needed. And Sand King was praying for that kill just so he could get his Blink Dagger up, but won't be so lucky.
The struggles continue for S4. He has managed to eclipse his own Oracle, at least. Barely at that.
Yeah. I mean, A is doing great. A's
yeah, he got
really
a Midas. He's on his way to an Eggs. Eggs is really good against both Huskar as well as Ursa, because normally Ursas will get lifesteal. Granted, he hasn't yet this game, but that Ice Blast is going to negate your ability to stand strong in the team fights.
Yep.
And with an Ags, it'll be an extremely long duration.
It's going to be a
block on the
sad,
lifesteal.
Ineffective Dazzle with the duration of the Ag Scepter too, if he can get it.
Do you favor either team? Like, if it's kind of continue at this pace?
Yeah, but Ice Blast coming up. The Invis though will scout out everyone.
Could be huge. He also sees a Courier. Is carrying the Mantle Cell. He's going to let that run past. Maybe he snipes it on the way out, or does he go for heroes?
He wants the AA, I think.
Jumps in off the bat onto Fly, slams him down, and now Huskar can reign supreme in this fight. They bring back the Alchemist. That forces out a Fly buyback. Vici were expected. They were already looking to retreat as rapidly as possible. Still the lassos available. Force staffing away to safety. Self-grave. Will we see a TP? Ursa mans up with the clap for the moment, trying to slow down the chase. Gets off the boat, keeping the Sand King out of the picture. They will end up losing the Dazzle, as well as the Ursa. 2 chunk down off of that buyback. That's without an Ice Blast even cast. Well, it was the Intimidation buyback more than anything.
Yeah. It's a good buyback because it forces VG Gaming to go on the retreat, and yeah, the AA buyback didn't contribute to them getting those kills directly. It was more the indirectly, because VG Gaming, Husker would have turned to fight if there was no AA alive. He's almost immortal with AA on the sidelines, but with AA buying back, Husker has to play defensive and can't fully engage. Luckily for VG Gaming, Sand King not having a blink meant OG had very limited chasing potential. Solo kill from the Bat Rider. He's going to find Fly.
That's a dieback.
Yay! It's just everywhere.
This guy is keeping the team in the game single-handedly. Now looking to TP out from right under their noses. I think face shatters. He'll live. He will live. And just kind of
Now you
chuckle.
fight.
And meanwhile,
Wait,
they get to fight without the AA. 40 seconds on the sideline. So Huskar can run 3. There's a beautiful epicenter, but the Grave is available, and that will allow Huskar to man up, go even deeper. Needs to armlet toggle his way out of this one. Fire Spear stacking up, not sufficient. He will end up falling. Alchemist kept alive. Now Ursa on the retreat. Burrow Strike is going to clip him. It's Fool's Gold, gods. They thought it was safe to move in and fight, knowing the AA was down. But once again, it seemed with Fly dead, OG have more success. That's again before the Blink Dagger on S4 is ready. A very weird game. Like, heroes do not have their key items. Things that look like they should be opportunities are in fact anything but now, he's been forced to go into a BKB to try and like somewhat deal with the Ancient Apparition in the epicenter, but it's very rare to see a Huskar like go BKB nowadays. Generally, you just kind of soak up that damage and laugh, but this is a game where he needs it. And meanwhile, Ursa getting mauled. This is an endangered species. Have some mercy on it, but he has none. The bear is not long for this world. Stunned as the illusions will chase him down. He's going for the double kill here. Can he burn him all the way? Doesn't quite look like it. I think the heal might be enough to keep him alive, but not so lucky on the Bat Riders. He gets finished off by S4 in the tree lines. Ursa makes it back to safety. But the bears are being hunted to extinction at this point. It's looking worse and worse.
Yeah, this game is just being...
Oh, smoke ain't coming, but already OG, they've got high ground positioning, and they also scouted this with their scan earlier as they move forward. Epicenter coming through onto a beautiful Grave combined, though, with the BKB. Not exactly ideal. An Ancient Apparition Ice Blast hitting the Ursa, not hitting the Huskar, but I don't really think he can deal with the Alchemist. 1v1 he's going to try, but he's burrowed, controlled, and slapped down, turned into Chop Suey. A 2-for-1. But that was with a Great Grave, with the BKB going off. Not even accounting for the Aegis that OG now have.
Well, now there's an Ag Scepter on the Ancient Apparition, so... Whoa, Bat Rider.
Yeah, he tried so hard to slow this
game down. You mentioned
down.
OG self-destructing. I feel like...
Be committed. Trying to follow this up with the turret. They will move forward. But the counter Force Staff and the escape. And this time, Yang, he won't get the jump. He will be found, even despite the Yule Scepter tries to make it away. Down to 30 HP, surviving just barely at that. They work now on the Razor, but remember, Razor has Aegis. Nobody has died just yet, and this is without a particularly good Ice Blast, which is about to cool down. The Burrow comes through. S4, swing and a miss. A 3-hero Elk Stun, though. Beautiful stuff. Shredding the backliners. They don't even need to hit their Sand King stuns. S4, he can just threaten VG Gaming, and Alchemist will do the rest. Ice Blast cuts through. BKB deployed. Alchemist will let him go for now. But already, the one rack's down. The second to follow. His ultimate is going to wear off here. They'll have that small window maybe where the Chemical Rage isn't available, but Huskar dunking in, and they can just about pop that Chemical Rage again. And even if they kill up the Razor, still a second life to work with. They'll let the Aegis go. They bring down the range racks. Still on a confident enough to stick around, and they go back in an epicenter from S4. He actually does
this is it, LD.
little bit of damage, but VG Gaming just don't have anything left in the tank. Their chances to win this game were the first 15 to 20 minutes, guys. This last 20 has just been all OG.
One last hurrah maybe, but doesn't even look like that's gonna... It doesn't look like VG have anything left in the tank.
And now Alchemist starts pulling the Aghanim Scepter, so Fly already been given one, it looks like. More likely to follow. The Ice Blast coming in. Second melee rack's down, and it all begins to crumble for the new VG Gaming, and they recognize it too. Yang calls the GG. They end this game down nearly 30,000 gold, and about 15,000
VG Gaming, it's an alright run from this tournament, but it was more the way they went out like these last two games where it feels like they just didn't... I don't know. This game especially was just chaotic. I mean, I think it was one of those games which just kind of divulged into this like terrible like pub style game where everyone was just playing like this run in, fight, die, and then buy back, die again. But this is definitely a game VG Gaming will not remember. Even OG, you're gonna look at this game and be like, what just happened? That just felt like a